So today, AI-driven campaigns are taking over the world. All the big budget commercials, everybody is behind AI, trying to get what the AI can bring to the table. But the debate mainly is: are we handing over all our reins to the machines, or is the future just going to be AI-driven campaigns? What do you think about that?
Right. I think that's the $1 million question, or should we say $1 trillion question, because apparently AI and marketing is going to drive revenue to about $1.3 trillion in 2030. Those are the metrics that we're looking at.
True.
So if you think about it, 74% of the marketers say that still, even though AI will be taking over, but creativity is going to be their main standpoint. So let's see how we strike the balance.
In the case of, say, advertisements and marketing, I think balance is the key word here. Uh, in the past, we have seen amazing ad campaigns like the Amaron battery ad, in which there was the story of the hare and tortoise and that jingle. That jingle was amazing.
Lamborghini refused to start. Ramajane why? Tortoise came first with ease. Told secretary and all colleagues. His car was right, battery was wrong. My Amaron lasts long, really long. Bolo. Last long, really long, last long, really long. Ding dang, ding dang, ding dang, dish.
Car was right, but battery was wrong. My Amaron lasts long, really long. So those kind of campaigns were created by humans. The entire imagination power was put inside such campaigns. But do you see such campaigns being made with the help of AI?
So see, I think AI would not be replacing it per se. I think it would be used to amplify. So think about this. That ad was incredible. It had humor in it. It had that recall value. It was done absolutely right, I think, and it was human brilliance. Now AI could come in and personalize it for every demographic. So basically, you could have regionalized versions of the same ad in Telugu, Tamil, Gujarati, etc. And I think AI would make it much simpler and much easier than the standards, the kind of technology that we had back then.
True. But I think the simplicity of the ad was actually the most eye-grabbing thing in that too much optimization, too much of dilution of concepts, too much of analysis. That is just going to make our marketing world a lot more less interesting, is what I think.
Fair point, fair point. But look at what Cadbury did. Now that was a brilliant use of AI, using one of our greatest superstars, global superstar Shah Rukh Khan, and actually leveraging him to actually market or advertise for these local kirana stores.
He used machine learning to recreate Shah Rukh Khan's face and voice to take the local store names in the ads.
इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाले चॉइस ऑफ फैशन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। पास वाले आजकल फैशन से ही, रॉयल फैशन से ही, एनके क्लॉथ्स से ही, पास वाली लक्ष्मी कलेक्शन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना।
And mind you, there were more than 130,000 ads created for over like thousands of stores. You think about it, that emotional connect that generates revenue. Emotional marketing is like the most important aspect of marketing, if some might say. So I think that is a very brilliant way of looking at using AI and combining that human spark with it.
True, very brilliant. I think that ad, more than anything else, it helped the local businesses strive. They got the attention that they needed. They even felt special about being part of such a campaign where Shah Rukh Khan is delivering a message for them, inviting all the neighborhood kids, neighborhood people to their stores to do their Diwali shopping. I think that is how you should be utilizing AI. But let's be honest, AI was just the tool here, and the heart of the campaign were the humans who came up with this idea of generating Shah Rukh's multiple versions.
Right. And I think that's the key point. So that was a very well designed campaign, and they utilized AI in a brilliant way. And it was quite an advanced actually campaign if you would look at it. Similarly, even Coca-Cola did a similar thing. They partnered with OpenAI, and what they asked people to do. And Coca-Cola has always been an advertising giant. They do brilliant campaigns. They've always been amazing. This time, what they did was they partnered with OpenAI, asked creators to come on, use ChatGPT, use DALI, and actually use their old creatives and create something new. And that was also a beautiful way of utilizing AI. So if you think about it, it might have the same emotional depth, but obviously the actual idea still comes from a human brain. So I think there's space for both.
True. In the past few months that I have been using AI, I think AI has helped us a lot with data. The amount of data that everybody deals with today, the amount of ideas that everybody comes up with, even number crunching for that matter, AI has helped a lot. Also in the advertisement spectrum or the marketing spectrum, but when it comes to anything creative, we cannot just go ahead with a soulless machine trying to deliver all the messages that we want to. And especially when 61% consumers won't return to a brand after a bad experience, is the data is what they say. We cannot risk putting everything in the hands of the AI.
Absolutely. So, see, that is the part where I think the human marketing intelligence, the brain, will have to really work, in overdrive to ensure that there's no over reliance on AI, right? You can rely on it, you can use it, and it's inevitable, you have to use it. But you cannot take it so far that you start getting those similar, cookie cutter baked ads that everything is the same. So that I think is something that we'll have to always keep an eye out. And I think with this advancement, because we are already in that wave, and I don't know how much further we're going to go into it. So I believe that is going to be a very important aspect to look into.
Right. Coming to the creativity aspect of things, we have seen tremendously good looking ads, good sounding ads in the past. What would be the reason for not so many memorable ads nowadays in the ad campaigns? Is it just because that we as audience have changed, or the demographic of the audience has also become a lot different from the previous years? Is that the reason why, or is AI actually taking over the?
No, I think I would have a different stance on it. I think AI could actually get that back, because I think the attention span has become too low, right? Short form content is all the rage now. Nobody really has time to, go through these ads, long ads, or whatever it is. And especially barely any demographic looks at TV anymore. It's all digital. So when you look at that way, AI can actually crunch those numbers, figure out what the demographics is actually looking at, what your audience wants. And I think marketers can really utilize that, create something which is unique, and figure out a way to actually utilize. Just like Cadbury. Cadbury did a brilliant thing. It was AI. Some people still have it. It did get a minor backlash from some community that what is the point of it? Because basically you're glorifying digital deepfakes.
Yeah.
And we've seen what's happening with digital deepfakes. You're seeing Joe Rogan talking about some kind of medicine which he's never ever endorsed. You've seen some Gary Vee talking about some other, endorsing some brands. And these guys never did it. But those deepfakes are so brilliant that you would actually think that they're actually true. So where do we draw the line? That's going to be a big, big question.
That is right. I think here the main question is about taking that balance in the right way. Maybe we treat AI as not an replacement but as an ally, and we use the creative freedom it offers, and that is why I think AI is here to stay definitely.
Definitely. So see, where I think the human intervention is used very brilliantly. If you're familiar with Spotify's Wrapped, so artists get these things by the end of the year. They get this whole stats about how many people have listened to their tracks, what kind of listeners, the kind of country region specific listeners they're getting. Those data sets are given to them, which is great. That is all AI. But the beautiful aspect is how it is presented. That is all human, right? The color, the design, everything, that is all human. And that's the beauty of it. Because it was presented so well that people actually used it, and it actually increased their engagement by 60% apparently during that year, during its launch year. It was so well liked.
Yeah, I was the one who posted all about my feed at the end of the year on Spotify. Why not ask AI only to set a reminder for us?
Yeah, right.
Let's hope we don't leave all it to the machines. Creativity still needs a heartbeat after all.